Next stop, Mesa Campground at Yardie Creek via Exmouth.
Quick look. We go right, yep. Handbrake's off, that's there, that's nice and loose. They're in, she's on, that's all good. I'll check the blinkers from behind, make sure that they're working. We give the old left signal, yep, the old right signal, yep. Hazards, brakes, and thumbs up, we're good. Haven't left anything. And then we say, see you later 9 Mile, it was a pleasure. Off to the next spot.
So we managed to get 2 nights at Yardie Creek Homestead, which is good, and also tonight we've got a stop at Mesa Campground, which is just near Yardie Creek Homestead, and that's in the national park. That was just a last minute thing, so it's all working out good. Just the weather's no good. Looks like it's going to rain and going to be windy, so but
can't control that.
Hope it's okay for our whale sharks.
Yes. Up in the Ningaloo Exmouth area, and it really has not gone to plan.
No, we're at Yardie Creek Homestead and it bucketed down last night. Absolutely just down.
Absolutely. Been here 2 nights and it's pretty much rained the whole time, so we haven't even been able to go out and do any snorkeling.
And now we can't do any snorkeling anyway because the road's closed. There's like a flood out there, so we'll be here for a while, I think.
So we woke up to a message saying, hey, you might not be able to get out today, go look at the road. Danny went out there, I'm going to go and have a look now and I'll take you guys to have a look. And apparently it's just totally flooded. No chance.
No good.
Which is tough because we're supposed to be taking the van in for a service today, which we've had booked for ages, and I'm not sure we're going to be able to get there.
It's thrown a big spanner in the works.
Yeah, and tomorrow we're supposed to be swimming with the whale sharks.
Who knows? Who knows?
And someone got cancelled there. I saw someone's whale sharks got cancelled yesterday, and because it's all booked out for months, for like 2 months, they can't get back in. So it's like, oh well, here's your money back, unlucky. So we're a bit worried that that might happen to us tomorrow, or we might not be able to get there because the roads will be closed. So all fun.
Just the way it is.
That's what we're dealing with. Doesn't really look like we can get through there. It's always exciting, isn't it? Always something going on, no matter where you are, whether you're on the road or at home. It's just life. But you know what, it would be boring if things like this didn't happen. You could have a bit of mix up, interesting things happening, got to make decisions, and keeps life exciting. Just the way you look at it, I suppose. Just a tip for the washing up. So we have heaps of paper towels. With the paper towels, we wipe out all of our stuff before we wash it because we don't want anything going down the sink and blocking up because you've only got such small pipes in the caravan. So there's a quick tip for you. But Danny's outside checking out what the status is, so I'm going to go and meet him out on the road. It has opened up and cars are going through, but we're just seeing if it's too deep for us yet or whether we'll be right. So we're going to go check that out. So we've got some news. We got the van service changed, thankfully, to Monday, so that's good. The whale sharks look like they're still going ahead tomorrow, and it looks like the roads are open. It's 3 in the afternoon and we can get going to the next spot.
Still a bit of water lurking around.
So it'll be an interesting drive.
Should be fine.
Maybe some little river crossings, small ones.
Should be good.
Let's see.
Roll.
The kids have just found out that they've got some friends at this next caravan park that we haven't seen in a while.
Just drive quickly, drive quickly!
So excited. Whale sharks are on bucket list time.
On the bus, ready to go.
So excited. At the first spot, Em and Danny are out and we're just deciding whether Ace is going to hop in or not. So we're getting him suited up.
That was awesome.
So we've gone in 3 times now and we're going for a 4th, and these guys have been awesome. So Ace did the first one, then he's been able to sit up there with them. Em did 2 and now she's set up there, so Daddy and I get to do the 3rd one, just us, and now the 4th one we're going in again.
Going again. Lucky 4. That was cool. Crossing, answer a while. You lost it. You want to pick us up?
Yeah, Ace is in there. Out the window.
Hey buddy. Hello.
After our 5 drops, we've had lunch and now we've seen a dugong out there with a baby, and so Danny's gone out for one last snorkel.
Sea turtles.
Ready?
Lots of stuff.
I think I said awesome probably 1,000 times today. Because it was awesome. Everything is awesome. We are done.
Oh, big day. Saw a lot. Did a lot. Swum a lot.
They picked us up at like 7:25 from our place. So this one that we went with was really good because they pick you up, they drop you off. There's morning tea, lunch, afternoon tea. We got 5 swims. They have their own spotter plane.
5 swims, saw a whale, then saw a shark, and then saw turtles and a dugong and everything.
Heaps.
Yeah.
They even looked after Ace while we went in for a couple of the ones ourselves, and you get free photos. Yeah, some of them they'll give you a flash drive but you need to buy it off them, whereas this one, all the photos are free, so we're excited we get to check them out tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah, awesome, loved it. Definitely do it. Even to like Ace is only 5 and he went and had a great day.
Yeah, 3 island tours.
Yes.
3 island,
Yeah, we'll put the details up on the screen.
Yeah. Highly recommend. Awesome. Thumbs up. 5 stars.
Bucket list. Done.
So we're on a bit of a high after yesterday's whale shark tour, which was amazing.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing we've done on tour, I think.
Yeah.
And everyone got to experience it. Ace got his first snorkel. His first snorkel was with a whale shark. What about that? It's going to be hard to top.
Yeah. They say that it's like 0.01% or 0.01% of people have done that swim. So, I mean, racking that up at only age 5 is pretty cool.
On your first go, buddy. Wow.
Yeah.
So we're gonna, because he liked it so much, we just went and bought him a new face mask.
Yeah.
So we're gonna test it out at Turquoise Bay and Oyster Stacks today.
Yeah. Like we are so like just on a high, all so happy today. And for me, it felt very similar to like bungee jumping and skydiving, that kind of thing. Like it was a huge adrenaline.
Yeah.
Just amazing.
We're all pretty tired actually.
Yeah.
Took it out of us.
Yeah. Tired but excited and happy.
Yep. So we're going to do a bit more snorkeling. It's going to be hard to beat yesterday, but
yeah. So you might be interested in how it actually works. So on our boat, they split us into 2 groups of 10. And so group 1, you'd all get ready, you'd have all of your gear on and you'd sit at the back of the boat. And then they would see the whale shark approaching, and then they would say, okay, drop, and all 10 of you would get in the water at once. And then the instructor would say, okay, get a line by me. And it's kind of like, you know, in a marathon run, when you've got your audience watching, and then you've got the marathon runner coming up and they run through and everyone cheers them on down the sideline. It's like that. So the whale shark is just coming along as it would normally, just, you know, swimming along the track it would. And then you line up and you watch it go past, and then once its fin is just past you, then you can go behind it and around the other side, and you just swim as fast as you can to keep up with it. So once it's then gone for a while and it's past you, you're probably in the water, what, 2-3 minutes?
yeah, not long. And then it swims past and then it goes to the other group.
Yeah,
Group 2,
so
waiting
meanwhile
further up.
the boat has dropped the other group up the top, and then we're all behind, and the instructor says, okay, everyone stop, and we gather around in a little group, and then the boat comes back and picks our group up, and then group 2 are doing the same thing in the water, and the boat drives us back around to the front and then drops us again. And you're told that you need to stay at least 3 meters away from it on the sides, and then when you get around to its tail you need to be 4 meters behind. So you are a fair distance away from it, but still, you know, you step out 3 meters in your lounge room or whatever, it's not that far, so you can get pretty close. So, but they just worry behind with the tail because it's so strong, like the force of this tail, you could feel it as it's swimming. If it does get annoyed, it could, and you get too close, it could just flick its tail, dive and say see you later, and then, you know, you've stuffed it up for everyone, so you don't want to be that person. We're here at Oyster Stacks. This is supposed to be one of the best snorkeling places, and we are meeting 3 other families here, so there's 4 of us traveling families that are gonna meet up and have a day snorkeling together. Yay! Fun, fun, fun. Ready to snorkel?
Yeah.
That's Ace and Danny right out there. Ace is loving it.
Oyster stacks was awesome. We're off to Turquoise Bay.
It's impossible not to stub your feet here. Well, this is a good day.
It's a great day, isn't it?
Turquoise
This
Bay.
is amazeballs. Oh,
Gonna snorkel up there, or walk in there and gonna drift down back here, snorkel along the reef.
tell you what, how much does the weather make a difference? Like when we were here the few days ago last week, not so nice, and then now amazing.
Not much to do when the weather's no good here, but when it's good, so much to do.
It is so good. Because we had such a good day snorkeling yesterday, we were like, right, we're going to come out again. So we went out last night and had food and drinks with 2 other traveling families and had a great night. The kids had a ball, did heaps of dancing. And then today we've gone, you know what, we're going back around to Turquoise Bay because it is just amazing there. And we've come around on the other side of the beach and it is just so beautiful. It is so still. So turquoise. It looks like the kind of water that you expect in somewhere like Vanuatu. So I'm going to flip you around and you can see how stunning it is. Such a lovely spot here. On our way home we've just stopped to have a look at the sunset up at the lighthouse. Danny's taking some photos, as he does. Reached the top, we can see down into the gorge and we can see over the ocean. It looks beautiful. I think it probably would have been better to get a boat ride in the gorge, which you can do, because then you can see the gorge walls, which are probably the most impressive part of seeing this. So I'll show you what I mean. Over here, wait there, Ace. So they're the gorge walls, which are beautiful, that orange down into there. Danny's over there getting photos. And it's pretty awesome here. You can see out over the ocean. But yeah, I do think boat ride down in there would be really cool.
Look, it's moving. There's a baby. Tia, do you see it?
Yardie Creek crossing here. A caravan got stuck here the other week. That would have been fun, wouldn't it? Got the gorge. Beautiful. Okay, so for those of you who are just joining us and this is the first episode that you've seen, we've started doing this 5 minutes of rambling, we call it, at the end, where we're basically just telling you a little bit about us, why we started the lap and what happened at the start. Because our first episode is at the Nullarbor, and we'd already been traveling for like a year then, and we were just like, hey, we're going to start YouTube, woohoo, and we didn't tell you anything about us. So we got awesome feedback on the last episode where we started doing this, so go check out that episode if you're new to the ramblings, and we're going to continue on. So we started off talking about our plan for doing the lap, how it started and COVID kicked off, and we left you when we were just about to enter the NT.
Yeah, so we're in Carumba, I think it was, up in the
Carumba,
up in the Savannah Way, and we had a pretty bad day because we got a badly chipped window, our front window. We couldn't get into Lawn Hill, which was on our plan. It was all booked out.
Supposed to be amazing.
Yeah.
We really wanted to go there.
Uluru was there was protests there. They were blockading it, so that was closed. And also our phone, our Telstra phone, we
Just
couldn't
would
get
not
any
work.
service. But we realised we're on the Aldi SIM and Aldi piggyback onto Telstra. That's fine in the cities, awesome in the cities, but once you get out in the outback, no service. So we had no
piggybacking in the outback.
Yeah, so we couldn't ring up Lawn Hill to try and get in there. But we worked it out, got a Telstra SIM. Then the next day was a good day because we got a repair kit for our window. We managed to get a SIM card so we could make calls. We got onto Lawn Hill.
Yeah, so miraculously they were like, we're just going to open up a whole new part of the campsite and that's totally empty, so come on in.
Yeah, and Uluru, they opened it up. So we thought, okay, we better get down to Uluru before they close it again.
Yeah.
So we hightailed it from Carumba, Lawn Hill for a couple of days.
Which was amazing.
Down past Burke & Wills Roadhouse, Mount Isa, then across the border. Which was a massive relief to get into another state.
And then straight down to Uluru, Alice Springs and then Uluru. And it was actually a massive blessing, like a blessing in disguise, because we thought, oh my gosh, like we've just got to rush in and get there before everything happens again and then we're not going to be able to get in. But then when we got there, there was like no one there. And when else would you get Uluru pretty much to yourselves? So
it was
turned from like terrible to amazing within a matter of days.
Yeah. So we did all the Red Centre, then back up to Darwin because we were still hoping to get into Western Australia. It was still closed, but we thought we'll go to Darwin, wait it out and go across Western Australia. So we're in Darwin for maybe 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
And we just lost it there. It was...
I don't know if you guys have, if you haven't heard of Mango Madness, look it up. It's a real thing, right? So it means when they start selling mangoes on the street, so it starts coming into that season, people basically just go loopy.
Well, it's basically the build-up. So it's starting to get really humid, really hot, and you're inside all the time, and it's just, I don't know, we weren't used to it, so I was like,
but
let's get out of here.
There's also statistics on it. So like the amount of emergency department people that are going in there, amount of car crashes, amount of domestic violence, everyone just gets so hyped up. And it was the first time in our trip where we were so short with each other. Like we had enough. We're like, we need our own space here.
Yeah, so we need to get out of there. So we decided to go south, go to South Australia and then try and get into Western Australia from Adelaide. So we did Kakadu, Litchfield, back down the, whatever that highway is.
Yeah, but Kakadu
Stewart
first.
Highway.
There's a lot of question, is it Kakadu or Kakadon't? Because it kind of divides people. Like even the other week last week I was talking to people, they're like, do you do it or you don't? One of them loved it, one of them hated it. We loved it.
Kaka definitely do.
Kaka definitely do. Kakadu twice.
I don't know, it's awesome. Love Kakadu.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we then backtracked down that highway. Devil's Marbles for the third time in like 2 months.
A lot of driving down.
Awesome
up,
free camp,
down.
and then down through Alice Springs, then into South Australia for our 4th state.
Yeah.
And then down Cooper Pedy, which was interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I loved it just because it's so different. Like when you travel, you're not going to find the same place. Like we are from Sydney. We don't want to find another Sydney. Like we want to see something different. So places like Cooper Pedy are gold because it's totally different.
Well, opals. It's definitely not.
Opals. That's
It's
true.
definitely not Sydney. The opposite of Sydney.
Yeah.
Super hot and it's like Star Wars.
Yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah. So from Cooper Pedy down to Flinders Ranges and then into. Well, we didn't go into Adelaide. We were about 2 hours out of Adelaide. And then what happens to Adelaide? COVID. So we are booked to go to Tassie, and we don't want to get stuck in a COVID area. So
we will tell you about that in the next episode. Because we've probably been rambling for 5 minutes again, and we want to keep it to about 5 minutes. So far we had been really good at dodging COVID for the whole trip. And we will see how we go next episode.
Continue on the amazing race.
Yes.
Go to the next
So
one.
we did get heaps of comments from you guys about things that you want to know, like what did we do as jobs before we started traveling, etc., etc. And we will get to some ramblings about that. But for the moment, we just want to catch you up because, as I said, our first episode was the Nullarbor. So we want to get you caught up with what we did all before then, and then go back and watch from episode 1, and then you'll be caught up to where we are now.
You are rambling.
I am. Before we finish, guys, we are going to show you a sneak peek for the next episode, Caravan National Park. Oh my gosh, we loved that. Amazing. We'll show that to you in a second. Before we do, we've got this awesome giveaway. So we've got both of these before we did the lap of Australia. They are from Survival Emergency Solutions. There's a normal first aid kit, which is amazing. It's got an awesome splinter probe in there. We've used that a lot. And it's got band-aids and saline and everything you would need if you have any cuts or bruises or whatever. And then the snake bite kit, amazing for peace of mind. We take this with us on every bushwalk that we do. We chuck it in our backpack. So these guys are giving us each of these as a giveaway to one of you to enter. You can enter on YouTube, on our Insta page, or on our Facebook page. On YouTube, all you need to do is whack in the comments your favorite part of the episode, and then you'll be in the running to win these. Woohoo! All right, let's show you Caravan next episode.
So that was Exmouth. What a great spot. Whale shark tours. Put it on your list. Put it high on your list because it was really good.
Yeah, it was my favourite thing of the whole lap. Maybe one of the best things I've ever done in my life. I'm going to go that far to say. Yeah. Amazing. Definite bucket list.
Yeah, but Turquoise Bay, Oyster Stacks.
The whole
heaps of good
area.
snorkeling. Yep.
Yep. Amazing. Cheers, guys. Hope you liked it. Chuck a comment below. See ya.
Cheers. Bye.